Ladies and gentlemen, this is Christelle Martinette. I have to go get my cards. Just a second. I almost forgot to get my beautiful cards. This is the Golden Dawn Initiatory Tarot deck. And also, just for a second. And of course, my Voodoo Tarot. This is a reading for 16th of May, 16th and 17th of May. It's very late in Rome. It's just coming around midnight of the 15th, so I'm counting it as the 16th and 17th. Go watch my Mystic Scrying Medium Christelle scrying session that I just put up. We have here a point in your life where you can decide, you see at a distance and a not far distance, the ability to look at yourself and see your life in review, or go through a curtain and see something new and take the breath or the toke on a pipe that will bring you into a reality that will in some way alter your view of your current reality now. So you see, there's a moment now on the 16th and 17th where you're sort of challenged. It's a challenge. You're challenged to alter your your everyday beliefs, and you're challenged to see them, to take a decision and to see them differently and go up a different path. And it's almost as if, if you go into one of these cities, I'm talking these small little European cities, you go and you see, there's a New Age store or someone who sells cards or someone, they all go by different names. And you walk in and you see in the distance a sort of curtain, and you know that there's a card reader back there or a psychic who will, open a new world for you. And you're in a position where you can go through that area and you can walk through that curtain, or you can just stand and watch your own face in a mirror. You have a choice there. You've got a choice there. Now, in both choices, there is a certain amount of, how can I put it? There's a certain amount of haze. There's haze there. There's not clarity. You can go through that curtain, but there won't be clarity. You're being initiated into a world where nothing is black and white. There are different shades there. And if you look at yourself in the mirror, it will be certain that you see yourself in such a different light. It is scary. That is very clear to me here, and I hate to say it, but it's very, very clear. I'm going to take the Initiatory Tarot over that. Okay, it's very, very hard time, very, very difficult time. You just feel like you're getting something. You've acquired knowledge. You've got to a plane where you think, oh, I'm just starting to learn something. And you know you're moving. You know that you have to move on, and it's frustrating for you. But you've agreed to do that. You have definitely agreed to move on. And there's a very strong economic side to your decision, right? You're moving on because there's money there, because there's money is talking to you, and you're almost embarrassed that it is, but you're going there because it's the first time that you're seeing something, some money talking to you, okay? Now, there's also, however, there's the energy of change, and that we don't seem to like very much. We've just made that decision to follow this movement, this calling, economic change around the corner. But then you're hinted at. There's a slight communication. You are seeing that just around the bend there's going to be another change, and you don't like that at all. You just don't like that at all. Not at all. I'm going to take the Verasibila on some of this, the movement, the card of movement, which is over the mirror, the magic mirror, which is telling me that there is internal tension, whether to stand your ground or to move forward. And it's an incredible dilemma for us all, whether to stay there or move on, because we've reached a level of certainty, Well, what I'm getting is that there is more to come when you move on, and you move on alone. You will be aided. There's this gran consolazione. The sacerdote is a single person, and the donna di servizio, it is gifts. There are gifts. If you move on and you move forward, that is where your fortune lies. I'm going to the Three of Swords. This is Three of Swords right in the middle of this initiatory tarot. And the Three of Swords are talking to a loss, vedovo, messaggero, a loss that you've perceived loss, and artista, which is like a letterato, or an intellect, reviewing his life or her life. And what we're seeing is someone understanding full well that they're conceding, they're losing, they've made a decision, but they're bound to lose half of what they've not chosen. I'm going to the moon. I have here the Belvedere, Vecchia Signora, that speaks to change, and La Riunione. Now, this is almost a promise over the moon now. The moon, which talks to the changing seasons, okay, the waxing and the waning and the changes. It is through change, emotional change, that you will be able to successively change and meet your match, whatever that may be, And I'll be asking the runes after this. This is, I'm looking at Laplace Congo for the decisions to be made. We have here the Disgrazia, the house on fire, the tower situation, Costanza, and Giovane Fanciullo. So you know that there's a risk involved. There's a terrible risk involved. There's an extremely important risk involved where you are, you know that you can lose it all, or you can begin to live again. Oh, it's interesting, this. I'm going to take on the magic mirror. Consolante sorpresa, surprise, letter, and the stanza. This is a double whammy. There will be communication. You will feel the need that you, in any case, have to communicate, whatever. Even if you're not ready to speak of yourself, even if you're not ready to, shed that skin, you will find yourself in a position of wanting to speak. And it will be stronger than your normal, countenance, normal activity. This is a need that you'll feel very, very strong, and that will occur. I'm going to take the Vera Sibilla on Elegua Santaria, which is the number 6 card of Santeria. Okay, we have the beginning, delirante and domestico. There's a lot of fear here. There's a lot of fear of moving on. If you could be frozen in time, if you just for one moment could be frozen in time, what would you give to be frozen forever? This is what I'm hearing. Let me get my runes just a second. Okay, I'm going to take the crystal runes. Well, the crystal runes, Hagalas has come out. I'll let it stay out. That really deep Hagalas. It's a very important moment, this is. They're transparent runes, you know. These crystal quartz. And it's not a moment. They're telling me that it's not a moment. They're telling me that it's a moment where you need to stay put in your path. Don't risk. Don't try to risk, because even if the following period, the following couple of weeks will be a moment where new doors will open and new opportunities will open for you. Now is the time to stand your ground, because you have around you a situation where everyone is quiet, but everyone knows. You know, no one's speaking, but everyone knows. And where things are not brought forward, but they develop. And it's as if, you know, I'm brought to think of a situation when a person dies, you know, a prominent person, a person of means, a person who brings with them an inheritance or a sort of legacy, or a world-renowned author. Okay. When they die, they bring with them the silence of something that they did not conclude. And in this casting, this runes casting, I see that there is a way to a doorway out, but it's not through this moment of passing. It's not through the person's leaving this earth. There's something that you have to do, and not the person who has left, that will make it possible for you to come forward. So, you know, it's almost as if a lot of responsibility was put on the shoulders of the person who was elderly and, you know, in probably ill and about to leave this world. But in truth, the real importance rests in the hands of those who remain behind and who have the power to bring something forward. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that this was of some help to you, because I do see that there is a moment, you know, this period that will put us in a position of wanting to shirk our responsibilities, you know. But the runes are telling me that the only way forward is if you take the decisions. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. I truly appreciate that. Bye-bye.